Hi guys, how you going? You've got Riz Khan here from ReonCapital.com. In this particular episode of Real Estate Bytes, I'm going to try and answer the question, can I invest into real estate with no money? Okay, so it's a very popular topic that comes up, particularly because, many first-time investors, they don't really have a lot of money, and so they try and get into real estate with no money down whatsoever. So I'm going to try and answer this question, and to help answer this question, I'll be asking these other questions, which is, what does it really mean to have no money? What does it really mean to invest into real estate with no money? What do we really mean by that, right? And, nothing's free. So what's the catch here? Why is it possible that there are ways to invest into real estate with none of your own money? And what are some of the strategies of investing with none of your own money? In other words, other people's money, OPM, other people's money. At the end of this, I'm going to make a decision. And for me, I'm going to say that yes, it is possible to invest into real estate with none of your own money. So no, it's not possible to purchase a house for free and not pay anyone any money, and there's absolutely no transaction. No, that's not possible. But yes, it is possible to invest into real estate with none of your own money. So let's get into this. So the first question here, right? Is it really a no money transaction? Is it really free? Well, that's not really the case, right? It's not no money, but it's really none of your own money. So yes, there is some money that takes place in the transaction, but it's none of your money. So what you're really doing, you're investing with other people's money. Okay, so now how would you then invest with other people's money, and why is that possible, and what's the catch? Well, the idea is that you actually bring something to the table. So you've got an investor and he's got the money, but you've then got the education, or you've got the time to do the research, or you've got the connections, or you've got the confidence to put the deal together, or you've got the intelligence to put the deal together, or of different creative ways on how to do these real estate transactions, such as, you either got, for example, people do a rent and buy scheme, or people may do a option scheme. So, when someone's trying to sell their real estate, they can maybe get a better value, more money for their real estate if they go through you, because you've got the education and the knowledge to make that happen. And that's why for you, it may be none of your money, and you're really just bringing on an investor and using his money. So what are some of the actual other people's money investment strategies? Or you can also say, some of the no money down investment strategies where you're not really using your money. Well, one way is that you can start to wholesale these properties. And this is one of my favorite, where you're actually getting the properties from the bank, and you get this list of properties from the bank that are at wholesale. You then show that list of properties to your investor. Now, what are you bringing to the table here? Well, you're bringing connections. You've got connections to the bank, and I can show you how to get those connections. And you show this list of properties to your investor, and they then make offers on those properties. You put up, maybe sort of a 3 to 15% on top of that. You take it back to the bank, you make some offers, and you do the transaction. So you're really wholesaling these properties from the bank to your investors. You're acting as the middle person, and none of your own money is involved. There might be, a little bit of money in terms of some fees and solicitor fees and whatnot, but it's not really a lot of money that's involved in those type of transactions. Again, using partners that we've just spoken about before. Another option is where you're using lease option strategies. So I'm not going to go into each one of these here. I'm just listing them out here. If you do want to find out more information about them, get in touch and let me know, and I'll tell you more about them. The other option that you've got there is, via the FHA 3.5% down payment loans, right? So where the down payment loan is only at 3.5%. Okay, so very little money down there. And the other option is that if you're using the USDA or the VA no down payment loans, right? So you can also do those. And another option is, if you're reinvesting with equity that you've already got in your home, right? So you use your home's equity as a reinvestment into another property, and you have like this line of credit that the bank gives you, and you can use that as equity to purchase another piece of property. And again, the other one there is if you're using private or hard money, right? Hard money lenders or private money lenders, where what you do, you may need to basically just get that money for a day or so, and because you're going to straight away flip that property onto someone else. So the example would be is if you're, for example, getting some property from the bank and you just want to quickly flip it over to somebody else, then you can get that money for a day, buy the property, and straight away flip it to someone else. And there's a way to actually do those transactions. You wouldn't just, go in and take the loan and then hope the other person buys it. You'd put it all together into one transaction with a particular solicitor that can do that. So based on all the information above, my answer to this question, can I invest into real estate with no money? I'm going to say yes. But what I mean by that is there are ways out there for you to invest into real estate where you're not using any of your own money, but you're using other people's money, and you're getting a benefit, a profit out of that because of the knowledge that you're bringing to that table. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Take care till next time. This is Riz Khan from ReonCapital.com.